Ooh, gang stalking.
To have you in for years. But, you know, you don't have to just sit by, stand by, lay down, or whatever, and just be a willing victim. And I'm not. I'm not even built that way. I was hoping it would just go away and this person would just stop, but they won't. So I have to do this. I have to do this because this has to stop some kind of way. But I have to put these things on record. I have to put these things on record and see. I have to do it this way because the ones that's supposed to uphold the law, they're behind this too. I can't trust them and I can't go to them because they're behind this. That's like me. This is something that one of my honorable ancestors, that's a well-known ancestor, not my blood ancestor, but my ancestor because they are part of my people, one of the master teachers, Khalid Abdul Muhammad said, that's like telling Jesse James what Frank James is doing. They both criminals. They both commit crimes. They both rob banks. One might be a little nicer than the other, but they both bank robbers. That's like me telling Jesse what Frank did. And nothing's gonna come out of that. So I can't do that, but I can do this, and I am. So that's what that person was doing that I saw out the window. That's why they stopped by the mail room. They didn't go in. They just stood at the door. Looked like they was reaching for something and looking through some shit. And then they went out the gate. And now I know that's what was going on. The reason the spirit told me to look out the window because that being was over here, and what I was witnessing is them receiving my mail out my mailbox. So I could put it together down the line. I've been going through some issues lately connected to all of this, so that's why it took me so long to go check my mailbox. But that's what I was seeing. The spirit wanted me to remember so that when I did go check it, and then when I was giving this old fake ass story, I would be able to connect all of it. The person that told me the story is a liar, and they involved too. But I'm not going. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Because of what's going on and the position that I'm in, I have to tell my story in a certain way. But I have to tell it nevertheless. I was witnessing that being running out of here with my mail, and somebody in that mail room had broken my mailbox while they was listening to this fake person at my door that they sent to my door, pretending they was looking for somebody else because they were trying to see. They was trying to make sure that it was me, so that they could know they was getting the right mail. They went to this door to see the number and hear the voice, so they could connect it with what they was having stolen for them, so they could be like, okay, yeah, that's her, yeah. So that's where she lived. Cause they plan on they trying to get in my finances and all in my personal business, so they can interfere. I haven't been able to cash my checks online. I haven't been able to do it like that. And because of what's going on, this is the way that I have to take care of my business because, I don't really have nobody I can really turn to help me to do things in other ways, in the more conventional ways. So that's my way of getting my bills paid. This person is interfering in me getting me being able to pay my bills. They're interfering in me being able to buy food. They're interfering in me being able to take care of myself, and they're doing it on purpose. So what I was witnessing is that person having my shit stored out of my box so they can be all in my business. They stole a debit card that I had, a different debit card, because they had been interfering in me being able to use the one that I've been having for goddamn 5 years. Now I can't get my checks cashed on the app because they interfering with that. They hack into my device. They be listening to me through it, going through my things, my personal things. And today, I just saw that my SD card, I have only had this SD card for a year, mind you. I've only had it for a year, about a year and a half, less than a year. I only keep it in my phone so it's not getting scratched, it's not getting damaged. But all of a sudden it got damaged. It's basically a brand new ass card. I have SD cards I've been having for 8 or 9 years that still work. I got an SD card that I had since 2007 that still works. And this SD card is a more updated one. That SD card, I have a SD card that's fucking 15 years old that still works. This is basically a brand new ass, updated ass fucking card with like a way more of fucking gigabytes than this old 15-year-old card I had that only had 2 gigabytes. This one got about 100 and some gigabytes. Okay, that's how what kind of card it is, right? All of a sudden, all my shit, I can't get into it because it's all of a sudden got damaged. Damaged from what? I don't do nothing. My shit stay in my phone. So these people, since I've been making these videos and shit, what they're trying to do is interfere with me being able to make videos, but I'll be scared to make videos if I think that my shit gonna get ruined and I won't make no videos. I make beats. I won't make no beats. I won't do nothing creative. I won't do nothing these jealous, weird ass freaks, don't want to see me do. They don't want to see me shine. They don't want me to say nothing. They just want me to ball up and be quiet. And if they can't use me or use nothing that I do, then they're going to try to ruin it. So they basically hacked into my device and ruined my SD card. Brand new ass SD card with 112 gigabytes. I don't do nothing with it. It stay in my phone, so it can't be getting scratched. I have an updated phone and all of that. So that's what it is. They hacked into my shit, they're trying to get me to delete all my shit on my card. They damaged my card so that all of my shit that's on there, all of my music and shit I made, my videos and information and stuff I have on there, it can all be ruined. What they're trying to do is try to scare me up to not do nothing. Then I won't make any more videos too. Oh, that's really getting to them that I'm doing that. Because they never wanted me to speak out. They wanted me to keep being quiet and not say nothing while they trample all over me. No, I'm not going to shut up, and I'm not going to be quiet about you abusing me and raping me and robbing me. Like I just said that they did. And then with one of my e-commerce hustles, they've been having me blacklisted on there, blackballed. So I be having trolls on there. And then somebody just recently said that they wanted to order something from me, buy something of mine, but they won't come and pick up the package. I have had to, and I'm gonna put the picture of that on here too. I have had to sign up for pickup 3 times. They're hanging by my window listening to me. But anyway, you see it on, you're gonna see it on here too. And then they're gonna go back and run back and tell the handler and all their little benefactors that give them the crumbs what they heard, so that they can try to plan and plot something else out. How much more planning and plotting can you do? You are already doing it. So I'm not gonna be quiet. Fuck that. Anyway, and so they won't come and pick up the package. I've had to go into the app, and this will be the 3rd time I done did it. 3 times I delivery pickup on USPS. I had to go in there 3 times and ask them to come pick up this package, and they won't do it. They refuse to do it because they involved too. And when I called up there to complain about the first time, the guy that answered the phone, he sounded like a young black guy, probably in his 20s, early 30s. He's in this because he was being ugly with me for no reason on the phone, and he was being rude with me. And I'm gonna tell you what he said right here too. I had said, I wrote it down. It's on this paper here. This was on the 11th. This was last week, 9:51 a.m. Called post office and talked to a guy who claims his name is Mr. Matthews. And Matt is a word that they've been using for years in connection with me and this that's going on. It means something. It has something to do with what they're doing. Matt. They've been doing it for years, and they'll use different variations of the name Matt, or use the word Matt some kind of way, M-A-T-T. But he said his name was Mr. Matthews. He was being that rude, offish, and indifferent to my situation. It said that he wouldn't ponder why somebody would put a false claim of pickup in the system when nobody had actually come by to pick up my package. Because I asked him, I said, so you wouldn't wonder or ponder why. Now wait a minute. You being rude to me and you cutting me off and everything. I said I'm the one who should be feeling that way. I'm the one who should be coming off like that because I'm the one that somebody put a false claim in the system saying that they came by here to pick up my package and then said it was more than one package, more than what I claimed that it was, when nobody had come by. And I only have one package. I only have one package. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you the package. The package is over here to show you what I'm talking about. See, this is the package. This is the package. It was supposed to be picked up last week. Nobody will come and pick it up. See? That's the package. I've been waiting. It's going to be 5 days, maybe, waiting for somebody to come pick this package up so I can make my money. You know, because I have to take care of myself. Nobody else takes care of me. I have to always find a way to make sure that I can get my bills paid and buy food and take care of myself. And they keep trying to interrupt that. They keep trying to do things to keep me from being able to take care of myself and stop me from being able to do anything. But yeah, I said, so you wouldn't ponder. If you was in my position, you wouldn't ponder or wonder why somebody would make that false claim that somebody came by here. I said, I have every right to ask that. And he said, well, no, I wouldn't ponder that. I'm like, wow, really? He was being just nasty and rude, so I know he was a part of it. And he picked up that phone just so that he could do that. When he answered the phone, I heard the smirk in his voice. So he was they had already set up what they was going to do. They're a part of this. They're trying to keep me from making money. They're trying to keep me from being able to live and survive. They're trying to either drive me in their hands so they can use me as a part of their wickedness, or drive me into the grave if I won't do what they say, basically. And he kept talking over me and responding rudely and abruptly in an abusive tone with me. And this was February the 11th, 2022. I keep notes of things because, when you are a targeted person, you have to do this. Even if they're not going to help you, you have to do it just in case something happens or something come up. You need all of this. You need this. It's 9:51 a.m. when this happened. And that was last week. Because today is what? The 15th. Okay, so it's been 4 days. I've had to put in a request 3 times for somebody to come pick this package up, and they haven't as of yet. They're doing it on purpose. So they won't come pick up the package. I didn't have my mailbox broken into the past 2 weeks. I've been lied to about that. they broke into my phone and tried to ruin my SD card with all my stuff on it, with my videos and music and my PDFs of my important literature and stuff on there. Also, um, yeah, they've been interfering in me being able to use my the app that I use to cash my checks, because that's the way that I do it. Because, like I said, I'm by myself in this right now, and so I have to do what I got to do. So they're just trying to block off every vestige of me being able to do anything, and it's this person that's behind me. And I know that was them running out the fucking gate when I saw them almost 2 weeks ago now. Now it's been almost 2 weeks. So I got pictures of these things, and I'm gonna put them on here, of some of these things. And then this not the only thing. It's some other things that happened, like late last year too. In the last part of 21, they stole a package off the front of my from in front of my door. They had some delivery people that came over here with my groceries, and somebody was paying them off to go through my groceries and look through my things to see what I was buying. And I think they may have tampered and tainted some of my food too, which is something that may have caused me some issues. I think they put something bad in some of my food. Some of it I didn't eat, but some of it I wasn't sure about. And I think the reason I'm having some issues now is because they tainted some of my food too. See, they real criminal, and they trying to get away with some deep down fuckery. But I'm putting this on here, to let it be known I'm keeping tabs on shit, and I want this to be my backup, so in case something else happens, because they always watching me. They're always listening and watching me and talking about me amongst each other, and going back to the so-called handler and the others that's behind this, because that handler is being used by beings that's above them. See, they all got their own particular agendas, but they got one agenda as well. And the biggest agenda is that they're a bunch of devils, and this is spiritual war. And they don't want somebody like me here, because they want to continue doing this kind of stuff. But yeah, so I made this video. I hope that something positive comes out of this. I really do. But I have to do this. I can't be quiet any longer, and I have to have this, so that in case something does happen that's inappropriate, I'll have this trail. I mean, it's already inappropriate, but you know what I'm saying. Hopefully you know what I'm getting to here. Or